Before we get to our picks today, we do want to mention, our heartfelt prayers to go out to the family of Jose Fernandez and to the Miami Marlins family. It's just a tragic loss for baseball. So we're gonna have a bit of a somber tone on both our videos. I do want to mention this, because it's just a terrible loss. He was an awesome, awesome pitcher with such, a bright future ahead of him, and apparently a very solid individual as well. So our prayers go out to the Marlins family and to the family of Jose Fernandez. He's going to be missed. All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at some picks today. Let's go ahead and look at Seattle versus Houston. We're going to be backing over the total in this matchup with Hisashi Iwakuma versus Colin McHugh and the Houston Astros. I like for Seattle to score a few off of McHugh, although they have struggled. This will be the fifth time they faced him this season. And for Houston, they've been swinging the bats decently well, and they've hit Iwakuma pretty well this season. So let's go ahead. Let's start breaking this one down. We're going to be backing over the total of 8.5 set by odds makers. All right, here we go. We got Iwakuma getting the start for Seattle. He comes in 4.04 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. Batters hitting 282 against him on the road this season. That's a pretty high batting average. In Houston, they've had some success against him as he comes into Houston with a 4.24 ERA versus the Astros. He did pitch well against him his last time in Seattle versus this same team, but he did get knocked around a little bit in Houston. The Astros have been swinging the bat pretty well recently, so I expect them to score. Seattle, they've had their struggles with McHugh. I'll talk about that in a second, but this is a good, dangerous offense, and I do expect them to plate a few as well. McHugh might not go very deep into this game, which gives Seattle a chance to score off a pretty weak, struggling, I should say, struggling Houston bullpen. McHugh, he gets a start for the Astros. He comes in 4.61 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, just a 3.76 ERA at home this season. Still, despite the fact that he's been pitching so well and against Seattle, he's been fantastic. He doesn't go really deep in the ball games, averaging just about 5 innings over his last 10 starts, which is going to get the Seattle a chance to go ahead and get into that bullpen as well. This is the 5th time he's faced Seattle, so I like for the Mariners to go ahead and hit him just a bit. His numbers aren't that great, overall on the season, so I expect him to not get out of this game unscathed. I like for these teams to hit today. I think they're both going to be able to do it, so I'm going to back over the total of 8.5 and a really important game going towards the wild card, and I wish you luck on your picks today.